Alright, so let's talk some Kadarius Toney, although real quick, I'm mentioning this in every video I make today. I'm feeling under the weather. You're going to notice my voice won't be quite the same. You might have a couple more cuts in this part of the video. That is why. But you know I still had to make a video about Kadarius Toney and the great day that he had for the New York Giants. Listen, I got a lot of criticism when I said Toney was going to be the #1 wide receiver out of this draft class. And listen, Jamar Chase has continued to look awesome, so it's certainly up for debate. I think plenty of people would still say Jamar Chase, but this is why I was so high on Kadarius Toney coming out of college, is because of stuff like this. He was quite frankly electric, and it definitely makes you wonder, well, why the hell didn't you start this guy the first couple of weeks? That makes zero sense to me. He showed some flashes last week, and then this week really went off. So let's talk about how he was able to have such a great day. So let's start things off with this one. This was his first catch of the game, actually the first completion of the game early into the second quarter, so not the best passing first quarter, but regardless. It's going to be man coverage that he's going up against, and it's important to note the situation. It's a 3rd down and 10 right here, so Dallas it's not quite like a prevent defense, but they're making sure that they, guard the first down marker. This is what you do in this situation. Good situational football by the Dallas coaching staff. You see Toney's route, and the way he wants to get open on this play, you love to use his speed, but you can't just run a go route here. I mean, the defensive back covering him is playing 10 yards off. So what he's doing instead is kind of, you fake as though it's an out route sort of near the first down marker, but then he's going to run deep. So just kind of this little double move here can typically work out pretty well. And watch how. So Toney, once this route starts, it's going to go off screen for a second. You notice that he does get open. This play works, so good job by him. The issue is that the throw is not really great, and in fairness, Jones was off balance as he was making the throw. Hard to really blame him, but still, it's worth to mention when we're talking about Toney, 2 things. 1, he got wide open on this play, and 2, he's now going to have to make a tough catch through no fault of his own. But as you see, he comes back and is going to make a catch right there. There's kind of a weird play where you could have maybe argued it's offensive pass interference, but I don't think so. The defensive back kind of ran into Toney, and Toney just pushed him aside. I kind of feel like, that was the right call, not calling a penalty there. And just a great play by Toney to be able to not just get open, but also be able to make the grab. Something like this was awesome, and this is something I didn't really see that much of in college. I did a little bit, but let me explain what I mean. So the first, part of this route, very simple. Just a quick route, trying to get the first down here on a 3rd down and 4. That stuff, not that difficult, but still somewhat difficult. Right when this play starts, Jones takes the snap. He does throw it to Toney, who is open. Good job by him, but again, kind of the coverage made it a lot easier. You do have multiple Dallas defenders trying to run over and make this play. And what I love about this play, the main reason I wanted to break it down, is you see where Toney is looking. He's looking forward. That's what he has to do. He can't see behind him, obviously, and you got to catch the ball before you can move. But I think what I like about this is it's kind of just this like 3-dimensional thinking of he knows where the defenders are probably going to come from. They're going to expect Toney to run towards the sideline, so he's aware of that before he even makes the catch. So then when he makes the catch, he cuts back over the middle and is going to nearly get a touchdown here. Gets the ball all the way to the 2-yard line when most receivers, if they were open in that spot, would have had it at about the 22. That's 20 yards in a tough spot in that red zone area. So, again, really just a smart play by Kadarius Toney on that one. I think these next couple are the ones that are really going to get you excited about Kadarius Toney. If you're a Giants fan, you're probably excited about him already, but this route is just insane. You're going to see him basically make the defender he's going up against, which is Trayvon Diggs right here, who, is getting some Defensive Player of the Year buzz. Yes, he is. So you're going to see Toney kind of make him look silly, quite frankly. On this play, worth mentioning, this is a zone coverage play, but it's essentially a one-on-one matchup between Diggs and between Toney. Watch what happens. Right off the line, Toney gets a clean release. That's one thing that people kind of pointed out as a bit of a concern with Toney is, how will he deal with press coverage at the line when there's contact? Well, here there is no contact, so it doesn't really matter. And because of that, Toney can just blow by Diggs, and he's wide open right here. At this point, Toney can do whatever he wants. If he were to be running a go, he'd get wide open. If he runs over the middle, he'd get wide open. If he runs to his left, he'd get wide open. But come on, he can get even more open than that, because watch what he's going to do. See him kind of fake over the middle, but then he's actually going to cut back all the way to the left, which at this point, I mean, I'm pausing it right here. Again, it just kind of made Diggs look silly right there, and it's not really Diggs' fault. That's just kind of what Toney can do. He's that rare breed of elite speed with elite hip movement. And, he moves. I mean, there is a reason why people, and by people I mean myself, why I compared him to Tyreek Hill a little bit, because it's, a similar type thing. It's also why some Odell Beckham Jr. comparisons have been made, It's, again, not to say that he's going to be like those guys. It's way too early to give him that title just yet, but that's certainly his ceiling. And also watch him just run by Diggs here too. So it wasn't even just that. He then just outran him. I mean, that's getting beat as badly as you can get beat in the NFL. And this is by a guy who's, lit the world on fire so far in Trayvon Diggs. So, Kadarius Toney, just incredible stuff here on this route. That's awesome. And there was one more that was awesome. It's going to be this one, and I guess I should say it wasn't just one more that was awesome. I mean, the guy had 10 catches for over 180 yards, but this was the other one that really stood out to me as like, oh my goodness, what a play. So it's going to be man coverage, cover one man right here. You see Toney's route. It's a deep route towards the bottom of the screen. And right when this play starts, so again, Toney just uses his speed, gets the defensive back to have to turn his back towards the quarterback, so now Toney can see the ball where the defensive back cannot, which is, very good. Quite frankly, this is most of what you want out of like a number one receiver. Being able to run some of this other stuff is good, but being able to just win these matchups is really ideal. Although I should mention once again, you could argue it's not the best throw. I'd like it to be a little bit further. However, watch what Toney does. He makes a great leaping catch, just really good stuff. I mean, yeah, Toney was awesome. This is definitely one of those plays that just makes you think, okay, this guy, the potential is there. We've seen his ceiling for sure. So yeah, I mean, listen, it's not like this was the best day you'll ever see, but it was a very good performance, especially from a rookie. And I think some people could argue, all their receivers were hurt, so that's the only reason why he got so many targets. I would counter that by saying, well, he got more attention that way and still was able to do fine. So when Kenny Golladay is there, it's going to make Toney better, not worse. But that could have inflated his numbers, perhaps. Also, just them being down, you're going to throw the ball a lot more, all of that stuff. But regardless, it wasn't just the numbers that were spectacular to me. In fact, his tape totally backed up those numbers. So that's not really a great argument, I don't think. I thought Toney was really good in this one. We'll see how well he continues. We should also mention he got ejected in this game. He threw a punch at a guy with a helmet on. Never a smart idea to throw a punch in general, really. I mean, every now and then maybe, but most of the time when you throw a punch, it's a dumb decision, especially when it's with someone who's wearing a helmet. Got to get that out of there. But again, part of it is football is a physical game. We all wish this stuff wouldn't happen, but sometimes it does. Not really that concerning, I think, in terms of longevity, right? AJ Green punched Jalen Ramsey, right? It does happen, unfortunately. But yeah, as a whole, really good game from Toney. I think he should be proud of himself. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, as always, thanks for watching. Blah, 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 blah. See, told you I'm sick. Throat not doing well. Thanks for watching.